Hello YouTube. It is time to review the comments of the week of last week. It was a good week. We had a lot of cool comments, and this week I just want to dive into them because we have some really good ones and some really interesting ones, I want to say. If you guys like these videos, comment, and if I like your comment, you might get in one of these videos. It's pretty cool. Start with Apez Plays here. Finally, Lightsworn 2. I picked this comment. It's obviously in reference to the Beelzemon deck profile, but I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Beelzemon support is back, and the Lightsworn support in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is also back, which is super interesting. And when I say Beelzemon support, I mean like we'll be getting EX6 reveals soon, and we know there'll be Beelzemon in there, whatever. But yeah, the new Lightsworn cards were revealed and announced and all that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Too, so like it's a perfect sequence of events, I would say. A wonderful thing, if I had to pick. Samir972 says, I'm so happy we have Mario sacrificing his precious time telling us how we peasants should spend our money. He is truly above us all. I wouldn't say that, but when it comes to opening product, I think I'm pretty up there. I think I know a thing or two, and you guys could definitely take some advice from that, I think. Absolutely. Despair Magic. Wisdom trainings being 78 euro per piece at the moment. I do not look for any changes for my Beals deck anytime soon. Plus $30 play set. Wisdom, I'll gladly pass. They aren't necessary per se. We have a local community member, his name is Luca, who does not play Wisdom trainings in his Beelzemon deck. He just doesn't. He likes the way it is, and he doesn't says it doesn't need them or whatever. So, you don't need them. Try them, and if you don't want to try them, don't try them. Live, that's fine, not a big deal. Did you watch TCG? Throwing those cards down like that is literally giving me anxiety watching it. I am known to be a little bit reckless when it comes to throwing some cards sometimes. And I know people get upset by that, especially because it's like on a card shop and whatever. But that's okay. It's honestly how I do things, Sometimes for comedic effect, but sometimes honestly just throwing cards around. It's crazy. Alexander Meza 613. I hope Bandai gives us more products like this. One Piece is getting good deck boxes that I wish Digimon had. On a side note, a friend pulled 2 Sec Angemons out of his double pack. I think there is some variance on the double packs for sure. I know people have pulled lottery cards out of their double packs. So like that's definitely a thing that you can do. You can definitely get lucky with lottery packs. But, and a big but with that, it's all variant. On the note of One Piece, they are getting really cool things that Digimon doesn't have, I guess. We might talk about One Piece a little bit later in this video, so I'll leave it for now. Kaho, honest question, where do people find boxes at these prices, particularly in Canada? There's the beautiful thing. So, my market watch on Thursday was a holiday shopping guide, right? Find some boxes for these prices if you can, it'll make a good Christmas present, blah, 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 blah. In Canada, I can't speak for the rest of the world, but in Canada, good luck. In the United States, though, they live in a different world. First of all, it's cheaper for them to get product than in Canada. Second of all, my content creation base is like 80% American. So like when I do a TCG player thing, it's because, United States. If I'm doing TCG player market watches because people are in the United States and my viewers are there, then that makes the most sense, right? So yeah, if you're Canadian, my holiday guide didn't really apply to you or random other areas of the world. But if you're in the United States, God bless the USA, eh? Then you're fine. You're having a good time. We have Noah saying, thanks for the market watch, Mr. John Wick. A commentary on my suit attire that I was wearing the one day. This guy comes in with the opposite. It's Bad Wolf, the continuation of Troll lol lol lol. Thanks for the info, I guess, and up your game on the suit. Looks like resale. So does your mom. See, like, comments like this are just unnecessary. The keyboard warriors are at work again. I dress in suits sometimes because of my line of work, right? That's just kind of how it goes. And you're welcome for the info. I'm glad you got advantage of it. This is the comment that I really want to spend some time on. Chronicles. Views are on the decline. Is this the end of Digimons and Mario? That's a very good question. Is this the end? Or is this the end? And I know it's not the proper pronunciation or spelling, but hear me out, right? So yes, Digimon, I don't think anyone can honestly say it's booming right now. That would be a lie. It is kind of on the decline, and there are objective things you could look at, such as sales numbers are kind of lower than they have been. Tournament numbers are kind of lower than they have been. Tournament commentary is kind of less frequent than it used to be. And those are just a handful of examples off the top of my head, right? I don't think Digimon is dying. I still stand by that. But, you know, it's always good to plan ahead. I have preached this since the beginning of my channel. I'll continue to preach it. I think it's very important. There's a reason why I do multiple things in my life, right? I have my own accounting business. I own a store. I make content. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at other projects as well. And sometimes I trade stocks, right? So when it comes to that sort of attitude and demeanor, if something gets the plug pulled on it, it's not really a big deal. Like, I think I've talked about this before. Let's say hypothetically Digimon died. Let's just say died. And for some reason, I couldn't make content on Digimon anymore. And for some reason, that prevented my ability to make content at all, period. Well, that's okay, because I still have other areas of income coming in, and I'm still doing quite fine in my life. This is why you diversify. This is why I diversify anyway. I respect people that only do like one job or one thing because it's what they want to do in life. For me, that's not the way it is. Now, between the Twitch and the YouTube and all that stuff, does this make a good chunk of money? It does make a good chunk of money. There are months where it makes nowhere even fathomably close to a resemblance of an income. But there are some months where it's good, right? Good thing I don't rely on that on my sole income source or whatever. But it's important to take a look back and say, you know, if things do end, what happens? Always prepare. I'm going to use this comment as kind of like a teaching tool. Always prepare for the worst in your life. Because if you prepare for the worst, then if it doesn't happen, you're just sailing. If it does happen, then you're ready to move on. And that's just kind of a good way to look at things. Moving right along, we have Twilord Zero. The commentator is talking about the anniversary is wrong. 1997 to 2024 is 27 years. Adventure was created 2 years into the franchise. Those factor into what to expect, but not in a bad way, causing it serving adventure hype can get us good shit. Yeah, I found out quickly that it wasn't really 25th anniversary or whatever, you know what I mean? But for the anime, yeah. It is possible in 2024 we see some cool things. I just, I don't know. I'm not big in Digimon lore. If something happens, that's great. If not, that's also great. Double Starships. Brain Dead deck equals decks that can practically go on autopilot without much effort to win. To which Mox Moonstone says literally not a thing at high-level competitive play. And I'm surprised he didn't type an essay in my comment section once again. Whenever I see Mox Moonstone not typing, you know, a college-level essay or a thesis for anything on Digimon, it kind of causes me to have a little bit of skepticism. I don't know if he's being serious or not. But to the original commenter's point of view, yes, he did identify what the community seems to think brain dead decks are. And to that notion, there are decks that require little skill, and there are decks that require much more skill. Like this other commentator here says Shine Greymon. You know, Shine Greymon is just crazy sometimes, right? And this guy, Chris Chang, says something else. For me, the only real brain dead deck was D-Reaper back in the EX2BT9 format, just because newbies would come in and just sort of sweep locals at that point. I will say from experience, I played D-Reaper at one Ultimate Cup, 3 months ago now? I can't remember. It's been a while. 3-4 months ago. And I will admit it's one of the easier decks I played, but it was not brain dead. I had to decide every turn, do I play this dude or this dude? You know what I mean? And you could get punished for playing the wrong dude. I truthfully believe that. So, you know, it's easy, sure. It's get your mother to suck up all the sources and then go to town with Reaper. Understandable. Easy enough win con. But to fulfill that win condition without actually dying is a little more of a serious thing. Next up, and this is the final comment of the day, I believe, we have Ash's Fall. You also have to be able to draw the perfect everything by turn 3 playing War Greymon. Again, brain dead decks, you know, you memorize a quick little War Greymon combo, and if you get it, you can win anything you want in life. But if you don't get it, then you gotta start thinking outside the box, right? And that's kind of where the Digimon card game falls into play, right? If you have your brain dead win con combos, then you're just chilling, you're doing great. But it's about what to do when you don't get those. If you're a War Greymon player, you're not drawing what you need to draw. What is the correct path forward? That's the part that takes brain involvement. And a distinction that some people fail to make, which I'm sure is a difference between some people and other people. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments about this week's comments, and I'll see you later.